Hey guys, it's Anna. Today I'm going to make this as simple as possible and talk about carryover volume. I already shot a video and it was way too complicated. So I'm going to simplify it for you. You are an emerald and above. That is when you can enjoy your cycle bonuses. Okay? I want you to keep in mind the number 100 and the number 200. 100 and 200. If you don't have either of those numbers, you will not cycle. If you're an emerald, you cycle at $14. $14 each time you get 100 and 200. Okay? Now, if you're a diamond, you get $18 if you cycle at 100 and 200. Okay? Now, if your team is growing, chances are they have 300 and 600. Guess what? You've cycled 3 times. 3 times 14 is, oh my gosh. 3 times 14 is, oh my gosh, pathetic. Okay, anyways, 3 times 14, you get it. 12, 42. 3 times 18 is 54. Okay, so you had 100, 200, and you're an emerald, you get $42. If you get 300 and 600. If you're a diamond, 300 and 600, you get $54. That's a lot of money that's not you doing retail. That's your team doing awesome things, right? Everybody in your downline, doesn't matter if they're your personally sponsored coaches. Those are those random people that show up below you. You want to encourage them to do amazing because guess what? All that volume counts in your 300 to 600, 500 to 1,000. I'm going to show you mine, okay? And this is, I want you guys to know where to find how much volume you have on each side. Currently, you can see my carryover volume on my right side at the end of last week was 13 points. My right side is considered my weak side, okay? My carryover volume on my left side is 118,128 points. That would be considered my strong side because that has more carryover volume than 100 points each week, okay? Now, you can see that in the beginning of last week, or the beginning of this page cycle was the 29th. We started at 115,000, and then it continued to grow on my right side, and it continued to cycle. Each time, every day that it hit enough, 100 to 200, it would cycle 100, 200, 100, 200, 100, 200, 100, 200. By the end of the week, it cycled 129. It cycled 5, 3. So you can see here, it cycled 5, 3, 4, 8, 22, 3, and 7. Add those up, and we've got 10, 32, 40, 44, 47, 50, 47, 52. So it cycled 52 times. This is in my first business center. It cycled 52 times at $18 a cycle. So 52 times 18 is, I'm doing it by hand here. Like $1,000 because of what my team is doing below. Now, it stops when I hit 100 or it goes over, it stops. So the carryover volume, so next week, I have to keep building up my right leg so that I can take advantage of those points that are on my left leg, okay? The points that are on my left leg, I need to catch up with. There are points sitting there waiting for me to catch up with for my weak leg, for my right leg. Okay? Now, that is your carryover volume. You can accumulate so much in one leg if that team is just going amazing, just doing so amazing. Okay? The way that you lose that and it flushes all out is when you drop rank. When you lose an emerald rank, all of that volume goes away. Okay? This is why it is very important when you're an emerald to not lose your rank to a coach. Diamond to emerald, it still sticks there. Okay? Star diamond. So the difference is you're cycling. So I would have cycled, if I was an emerald, I would cycle at $14. So that's 4 times 52. The difference is $200 that I would lose if I had dropped to an emerald. Okay? So now you can see why being an emerald, and then when it comes time for 2 stars, then there's a quarterly bonus, which is just this big lump sum that shows up in your back office. So you really don't need to understand the details. What you do need to understand is your weak leg is where there's less volume. Your strong leg is where there's more volume. When your weak leg hits 100 points, it will take 200 points out of your strong leg. That's the easiest way that I can describe it. But now they have this awesome report in your back office so that you can check what your rank was, what day it is, because that is the great thing when you're starting to qualify for Star Diamond ranks. We didn't have that before. You had to guess. So the way you find it is you go to my business, my volume, my carryover volume, and there you go. Let me know if this helps.